Hi everyone, so I have taken this twisted cord to create this bottle holder. So what I've done, I have cut some cords, 12 cords. So here I've cut 12 cords of 3 meter length. Now what I've done is taken 3 meter and 10 centimeter long cord. So now folded into half this 3 meter and 10 centimeter cord, and now I'm going to take 2 cords and add on this folded cord. So again, to add the cord, I have again folded into half, just same like this one. And now I'm going to use lariat knot to tie these cords onto it. So to tie it, just put the loop of the 3 meter cord like this and bring the loop over and take the longer end of the 3 meter cord like this out, and this is your So here we have 3 cords added on this cord, and now I'm going to take the end of this cord, and you can see this is the loop is still there. So I'm going to take the end of the main cord out of the loop, and then you can pull these knots to the end of the loop like this. Now pull the extra cord. So there we go. Here we have 4 pair of cords. There we go. Like this. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take the end of this. Now I'm taking a cord which is of 4 meter long. So now here I've taken a cord which is 4 meter long. Now what I'm going to do is you take and add this cord onto it, on one of the cord, and you can choose either of them, like using lariat knot again, and tie it like this. And now take this double cord and use this as a filler cord. So basically this will be our filler cord, and I'll be tying the knots which will be double hitch knot with all of these cords, these pair. So basically we will be using them as one by one. So again, here I've taken the cord, next cord on after this one, and now I'm tying a double hitch knot. So to tie double hitch knot, again make a loop and bring the end out of the loop, and do the same again. Here we go. And keep doing with other cords as well. Okay. There we are. Now you can see there is quite a big gap. If I'm going to tie this there, then we will have gap here. So instead I'm going to now So we have 3 cords tied. Now I'm going to add 1 cord, which we cut already. So we had 12 cords onto it. Now after adding 1 cord here, I am going to tie a double hitch knot. There we go. Now again tie 2 more cords onto it using double hitch knot. Okay, now I've tied 3 cords again. I'm going to again add 1 more cord here using lariat knot. So these cords which I'm adding are of 3 meters, as I said earlier, and a lot of 12 we did cut. Okay, now we have 1 cord left here, which I'm tying using double hitch knot. Okay, so we can see this the circle is almost completed, and this, for the next part we will be starting the second circle. So to start second circle, we have this end where we tied our this like double cord. So again, now I'm going to tie double hitch knot using that to start second circle. There we go. And here you can see if we will tie next one, there is a big gap. So again, I'm adding 1 cord. Okay, now we don't have as much gap, so now I'm going to tie the double hitch knot using the next cord. And pull the end. Okay. Again, I'm tying double hitch knot. Here I'm adding. There we go. Now I'm going to tie the next cord using double hitch knot. So here we came on to the next cord, which was the first cord which we added on the first circle. And again, we have 2 cords together, so we will be tying 1 by 1 using double hitch knot. This is how it looks. And again, you can see a big gap. There we go. I'm going to tie double hitch knot with the next one, and try whenever you are added, and then you're going to tie. So try to make it a little tighter so that the gap between the line and the next line you won't see. So now again, here is gaps. Now we have a luck had not added cord last time, so now I'm going to again tie using double hitch knot all both cords. Okay, now here I have a gap, so I'm again adding a cord. Here I've added the last cord, or shall I say 12th cord. Now I'm going to tie a double hitch knot onto it. So now that we don't have any cord, we have to manage tying until here without adding any cords. And as we know, there's not much gap between the cords, so there we might not need any other cords. Okay, so here you can see it does seem like a big gap, but I'm going to try and fill it without adding any cords. So what I'm going to do is make the next knot. So here make next knot a bit loosen up like this, and so did the next one. So do the same for the next one, keep it a bit loose end, and now you can see there is a double cord, so we're just going Okay, now you can see there is a space, and I think I have chosen enough. So if I'm going to fit a bottle of this size, it's going to be like this. So here you can see this fits this bottle. So I've got two types of bottle and it fits properly onto it. So I think that is enough, and I chosen enough cords to it. Now what we're going to do is keep this part to like this, which sits here to outer side basically. And now how many cords do we have in total? Let's just count. So I'm going to start counting. So before I finish tying this, so how am I going to finish? So I'm simply going to take one of the cord and tie a double hitch knot like this from the next, so that it feels like a tighten up a little bit and tied, so that it doesn't moves anywhere. Okay, so this is a little now tightened. Now, as I said, I'm going to count all the cords. So I'm going to make the pair of 4 so that we know how many square knots can we do. So 1 square knot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So they're going to be 7 square knot, and I am going to make the first one from here, and that square knot has to be flowing to this side. This, and don't tighten this up. There we go. And do the same with the other next 4. Don't tighten basically. Okay, so when you're done these two, what you have to do, take the middle 4 and give a gap of like this, or you can say 2 inches. So I'm giving a gap and making a next square knot. Okay, now again, so keep making all 4 cords, or 7 knots. And as I said earlier, we don't need to tighten these, so don't do it. So next we have 2 cords from this side and 2 from this side, and again give the same gap and make a square knot. So here you can see it is almost in a same gap. You have to create the same all over of it. Okay, so here I've separated the cords, and what I've done, as we know, we had 7 in total on all the circle. So I've got 3 cords, and here I've got 3 cords again, and there is one cord here. Sorry, not here. He's got 3 knots on when I separated, and there we have one extra knot. So what I'm going to do is take 2 cords from here to one side and 2 to other side, like this. And now what I'm going to do is take these cords, one side cord first, and start making so I'm going to keep them further all together. So here we have 4 knots, but only 2 cords we are taking from here. So I'm going to take first 4 cords and make a square knot, and this square knot will be very close to the other square knot, like this. But do not try. Okay, so here we have separated the cords, and we have 3 knots this side, 3 knots other side, but there is one cord knot extra. So I'm going to take 2 cords from this side and 2 cords to this side and 2 to the other side. Okay, now to balance the cord, I have used the one cord away, kept one cord away from this side too, and now make a square knot using 4 knots. Like this. So this knot going to sit just next to the other square knot. Okay, and do the same with the other square knot. So here I'm creating the third one, and you can see we have one cord left on both sides. Okay, now what I'm going to do on the next line, leave 2 cords from both sides, which you created the knot. So there will be 2 square knots and 4 cords, you can see, for each knot. So on the next line we're going to have again leave 2 cords from both sides and make 1 square knot. So there we go. Okay, now I am going to take these side cord from both sides and start making double hitch knot. There we go. Keep them loosen up, and now take both cords together and make a square knot. Like this. You can see I have completed the side. So for the side, what you have to do is so we were tying the knot to this side, but now you have to bring You can use the bottle, but you have to otherwise turn to the outer side and then start having making the side. So for the side, I have simply started taking the first cord and started making double hitch knot, and that too a very loose and double hitch knot. You can see here, and then just keep taking the cords and start tying with the next one over it, like this. Now I am tying with the third one, and I'm going to again take the third one and start tying with the fourth one. So keep tying until you reach to the middle. Okay. Okay, so here we are, and I have reached to the middle, as you can see, and here we have 2 cords from the last knot, and 2 I have already tied to this side. And now I'm going to do the same to other side. So here I'm tying with the last one, so you can see the quite a bundle cords, and same on this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is start using a thinner cord, which is 3 mm cord. So here I've got a 3 mm cord, and I'm cutting it into a 1/2 meter cord. So now what I've done here is tied double. After tying this wrapping knot, I took a cord here and started tying this twisted knot, and then I have tied one wrapping knot again, and this length of the twisted knot is almost of 15 inches long, and then we still have the cords left, which we're going to use together with this. But what I've done before that, here you can see I did cut some cords, so I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to choose 4 cords and cut the rest of the cords away, because we but this time I have chosen this cord, which is 3 mm thicker. So these are 4 mm cords, as I said earlier. So here is the 3 mm cord. I'm just going to place it under here and start making a twisted knot. So these all 4 cords are going to be the filler cords, and the 3 mm cords are going to be the working cord. So here you can see it is a little twisted, so just twist it to the other side and start making the knot to this side, and keep doing it until you have finished your cords. So now we've got the same length of the knots. I'm going to now tie again these wrapping knots. Because I want the long length, so I'm going to, if you didn't want the long length, what you could have done is just, instead of tying these two, you could have taken this much and made a wrapping knot around here, just like we are going to do now. So because I want the crossbody one, I am going to take while you're holding, make sure first what you do, just hang like this equally, hang the cord and find, now hold both ends together like this. You can see the two comes together, so basically it fits here. So I'm going to now hold this and now take 1.5 meter cord and take this loop a little slightly bigger than this, and then hold together and start wrapping. So we're simply going to wrap from here to here. Okay, now I have this much left. What I'm going to do is put it through the loop and pull this end as I do for all the cords, all the wrapping knot as I've done, and simply bring it to the middle. There we go. And cut the end, and the same way I am going to cut these ends as well. So I'm just going to pull it, as you see, and you can see that everything comes on place. These two knots and these two knots, and here we go, the bottle holder. Now I'm going to put the bottle, this bottle, so and it works very well because the other side is shorter and this side is not that short, so I can open it wide, and then at the same time it is not that open. So this one I made for this bottle, which is 10 inches long, and if I make the other bottle fit, which is slightly longer, so this goes through it, but you can see it doesn't fit as well much, but still you can hang it very well and it won't fall. You can see it won't fall.